Hi guys, Atomic Clan and JB here, or sorry, Kappa Monkey Boy here. Um, just doing a quick video. We were in the new server, and we had a lot of requests over the last year or so to do a video that kind of shows some of the, I guess, the individual pieces of the old train station. I'm sure some of you recognize, the flooring and the wall. This is the old track selector from the old train station, and I'll let JB demonstrate while I finish up. But yeah, we just got a lot of requests to kind of pick it apart, so we started working on some of the logic for a new train station using some of the new Tekkit blocks, and so yeah, this is the obviously the old design. It's the old RS Latch design that I know a lot of you are familiar with. Um, a lot of there are a lot of designs out there, and this is really common. But no one has done one yet using some of the new Tekkit blocks. So that's what JB and I did today. And JB, if you'll hit the daytime. But I will let JB take it from here for now.
So the basic concept of the original design was pick a location and go there. Pick a different location and go there. And we've done that in this design already. Now the question is, how can we make it Tekkit oriented and more compact?
Well, and one thing to keep in mind too about this old design, there was a big limitation with this, and it has to do with the reset line for the RS latch on this. You can see the reset line here. It's this big, long redstone line that runs all the way down. And the limitation was there was a max distance that redstone signals will travel. Obviously, we don't have that problem anymore with Tekkit, so this limitation is now completely gone in terms of the bus length of the reset line for the RS latches. So this is our new design. And JB, do you want to talk a little bit about this guy?
So it suits the same purpose as the original design. You want a one slice methodology so that you can keep things clean and reproducible. As you click a specific button, you give the ability to go to any location. The design, I'm going to have to give up to the actual designer, and that is Andrew / Atomic Land.
Yeah, so again, going back to the limitation that was in place with the old design was, the redstone signal could only travel. I think it was like what 16 blocks, something like that.
Yeah.
And that's not the case anymore. So obviously, the design still it's identical. It still uses a reset line. So when you press the button, your current goes two ways. It sets the top of your RS latch high, but it also feeds current to your reset bus, which is this red bus you can see on the ceiling. But so I know that we only made this like 15 or 16 blocks long, but technically, I mean, if you really wanted to, you could extend this indefinitely. I mean, you could have a million switches if you really wanted to. I don't know why anyone would want to do that, but we kept it at this limit just because that was the number of colored cables, and we did that just for the sake of this video so you guys could see. So basically, each section is its own slice, basically, of the circuit. So, this is one slice, and, this is the next slice. There's no cross connections anywhere. So it is 100% modular. If you wanted to add another button, you just bam, add another slice and go. And obviously, compared to the old design, which was huge by comparison, it's It's one block high, basically, and technically it's, I guess, 5 blocks deep if you don't count the output that we have. We just threw some lights on the back so you could see it. So I mean, it's incredibly compact. You could even, if you wanted to, you'd have to leave a spacer between each cell, um, but you could technically stack these on top of each other. So in fact, JB, if you want to demonstrate, you could just do your button block and then just a solid block for a sign, and then another layer of button blocks, and then again a block for a sign. So makes it really easy to make a train station that's highly customizable. So, do you want to add anything there?
I am still in regular mode.
Ah, gotcha. Well, while
But
he's doing that, I'm going to come over here and take a quick look at the circuit because I'm sure some of you are curious about that. So it's really basic. So again, like I said, it's on a per slice basis. So really, the only critical components in here, just in terms of the logic, is you've got a couple of diodes, a single RS latch, and a NOR gate. And the NOR gate is just your flip flop for the. I probably shouldn't use the term flip flop, but you know what I mean. It inverts your signal for your light, and then your RS latch, of course. The key component or the key thing to remember when you're designing this is you do need to set your diode, or well, I guess in Minecraft it's just a repeater. You need to set your repeaters so that the one on your set line has a higher length than the one on your reset line. And the reason for that is when you actually set one side of this, it's going to basically turn both high. So when your reset line goes to try to reset the light, you need to make sure that your set line is, is basically still high. So, but other than that, that's pretty much it. This is of course your bus, and we just put a few null cells in there so that you could, just cross the lines over the set lines. But that is pretty much it. So here we go. So here's a great example of how you could easily stack blocks. So you could throw a couple of signs in there that has the destination, and then just stack vertically. I mean, I guess you wouldn't want to go more than 2 stacks high so that people can reach the buttons, of course. But yeah, really modular, simple design, and no one has done this yet. I don't know why, but I searched a few times on YouTube and I couldn't find any videos of this RS latch array, which is incredibly popular. I mean, everyone has been using this for vanilla Minecraft for several years now, since Minecraft has been out. I mean, we were using this design, when Minecraft was still, really before Minecraft became popular. So it's been around for a really long time. And I'm just blown away that it seems like no one has ever taken the time to break apart the logic in this original version and rebuild it with the new Tekkit logic modules.
So Atomic Land, would you go through circuit by circuit? What makes this design so simple and so elegant?
I mean, I think we kind of already hit on that. Looking over here at the actual wiring. I mean, was there something in particular you wanted to add?
Well, I was just commenting on the fact that we made it in a single space.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, you mean like the ergonomics of the design? How we compressed it all into a one high block, basically?
exactly.
I gotcha. Yeah, no. So, originally one of the big problems when you're dealing with redstone alloy wire is getting a signal out of the back of a block. So, for example, if you have a button for, this is a perfect example. You got a button on the front of this wool block, and on the back side, you need to pull a signal out. Well, the only way to do that technically is to put a red alloy wire on the back, so that red alloy wire gets illuminated by the signal passing through the block, and then into your insulated wire. And I'm sure there are a few other methods, but as far as what we could find, it seemed like that was really the only good method that a lot of people were using. And so the solution to fix that because again, the problem with this circuit is your set line and your reset line have to be completely separate. The bus for your reset line has to be isolated from your set lines. So you need two inputs coming off of each individual button, which in this case, of course, is just a pressure plate. And so to do that, we ended up using these repeaters, the new version of the repeaters, the new Tekkit ones, that can be placed on floors and ceilings. They can essentially be placed in parallel planes within the same block across from one another. And that just enabled us to really compress this down into a really small form factor, while at the same time, enabling us to pull both of those signals independently out of a single block. And JV made a funny point. Let's see if I can find it. Well, JB, throw some plates on the sides here for throw some rack ears on.
If you're a computer guy, this is a 1U rack. Today it's a 1U rack. It's what we strive for in computer science.
It's like a this is the Tekkit version of the Cisco switch. This is except our packets are minecarts. Back in the day, we used to switch packets manually. Anyways,
a goat.
Yeah. So
anyway,
so that's pretty much it. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get this one installed, and in the new station. The new station should be pretty neat. It's going to, it's going to be a subway loop around the city with several different modular destinations that we're able to cut and paste into wherever we basically need a station every block or so, and city block that is, and I guess you have to be careful using that term in Minecraft, huh? And but anyways, yeah. So we're gonna probably use some stored memory as well to select destinations. So, once you pick a destination, that destination gets stored to memory, and you jump in your cart and go. And if you want to go to the 7th station along the loop, it automatically kicks you out at the 7th station and it, ignores anyone else in the line basically. So it should be pretty interesting, but we obviously still have a lot of work to do. This was just the first piece of it. So, got anything to add?
In many ways, this is just a clean design, and the nice ability is that it's reproducible. Whether you have 2 or N solutions for what you're trying to do, this is a single selection system, regardless of how many needs you have.
Yeah. Yep. I like it. It's clean. Very pleased. So I guess that's pretty much it for now. We're probably going to put this in a map download on the Tekkit Engineering site. So if you're not already watching this on www.tekkitengineering.com, if you're watching it on YouTube, then head over to the website. We have tons of other things on there. A lot of pictures and stuff of some things that we've built in the past from the old city that will, I'm sure, eventually get migrated into here, since this map is still brand new. But yeah, so check out there for downloads and other cool stuff, and I guess we'll catch you guys next time. Where'd you go, JB? There you are.
Yeah. How the hell?
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Cool.
Just a good view from here.
Yep. Have a good night.